Hello everyone, welcome back to Lubelska, no not Lubelska Dolina, that was ages ago. Welcome back to Szpakowo, a very moist and damp Szpakowo. Yes, we are currently on a mission with a possibly inappropriately loaded trailer, as you'll see in a second. There we go, oh it is still on there, lovely. Yes, we've got the baler and our little T25 loaded up on the back of this because we are helping our buddy whose name escapes me right now, the Mr. Drogajevny from the previous episode. We are helping him out again with some baling work because some opportunities have arisen. Oh yes. Now we've got the grass mowing done with his lovely Frvetz mower device thing, and the bales or the grass up here that we cut, he actually wants mowed, and he wants baled and wrapped as silage. So we're coming back up here. It started raining a bit. I think it's a fairly light shower, so nothing too much to worry about. It should be ending soon. So yeah, we wandered off to get the yep, still attached, lovely. Yeah, to get the baler and the tractor and the wrapper as well. So we should find down here some nicely mowed and windrowed grass. And we just have to wait on the rain to finish before we can continue, obviously because the field's a bit soggy. We don't want to get messed up in the thing. Yes, it is all. I thought I had done that, but I wasn't sure. Oh, and that's where he wanted his other tractor parked up from the other day. So yeah, there's not much we can actually do at the moment while it's raining, but I can at least offload the trailer. So let's get this started. I should have put it on the other way round because we are sort of riding up on that a little bit, but yeah, I think we're mostly okay. So let's go forwards. And I've completely made a spanner of that, haven't I? Well done me. But we'll get this sorted. Come on. There we go. Managed to avoid breaking anything. Lovely. Okay, so we will prepare. And yeah, what we can do is most likely load the bales onto this thing. And it doesn't seem to have any straps on it for some reason, but I'm hoping if we load it with bales they will stay on and we can just huff them over to where are we taking them? Actually, let's look here, because we've got two contracts. Antony, that's his first name. Yes, we've got two contracts for him. One is this one here for the silage bales, and the other one is the it's over on field 156, and he wants hay bales for that one. Obviously that we can't do while it's wet like this, but that is over here somewhere. Oh, there it is, yes. Oh, and yeah, as you can see there, the Frvetz is parked up and ready for us to jump in once we get done with this bit of baling up here. Now, the weather said it was supposed to clear. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, it's supposed to be done by, well, yeah, it's going to rain through until maybe 11 o'clock then, so let me turn that off. No sense in wasting the old diesel. But it looks like we've actually got some grass in there, so bonus stuff for us. Oh, and I forgot to load something with grease, didn't I? Yeah, let me head on back to base. I can just wander over there, I think. No, well, yeah. What I'm going to do is get some grease for whatever here needs greasing, and we'll come back once it's stopped raining so we can get this field done. But the main focus of this episode is going to be harvesting, because we'll check on the map again, where this one, we want growth stage. Yes, our one field up, or half a field, 2/3 of a field. Yeah, 2/3 of a field up here is almost ready to grow, to harvest, and our other field down here is well ready. That's the barley, I think that is. So yeah, we are going to be doing that once everything's dried out a bit. And I think we're going to check on this, because yes, this is the reason we're doing what we're doing right now. Because as you can see there in the bottom left, Antoni has his field up for sale for 41% off. Now it's currently, call it 39 grand. We've got 30 grand. So if we do these 2 contracts for him pretty quick in the month of, what month, I mean June, then we will be able to buy that field. And let's just run down here, run between the fields. Yeah, we'll be able to buy that field. And yeah, that is going to be extremely useful for us moving forwards. Now it is going to put us in a little bit of a bind money wise, but I'm not sure if we'll get any extra discounts off him as well for doing this. But if we do, that's cool. So yeah, it might cost us a bit less than that, but that is a pretty good deal. So I'm glad we didn't spend any of our money on anything, even though some of it was tempting, and now we probably do need that harvester. But yeah, so I'm going to grab some grease, come back up here, sort that tractor out, and when the rain has stopped, we'll get on with that baling. So I shall see you all in what will appear to be just a moment. Okay, we are back, and it is now 11 o'clock in the morning. The shower finally stopped. It took about an hour or so, and we got the it turns out it was the baler back there that needed the old grease on it, so we got that all properly greased up. I should have done that before I came out, but accidents happen. I was just so excited that I forgot to check. And we're doing quite well bales wise now. This is actually the second bale. We dropped one out a bit further back there. You can't really see it, but if I look to the side now, you can just see it down there in the distance. But so far it is going quite well. It is the usual slow progress sort of thing, but not terrible. And luckily the field wasn't massively wet. It was a fairly light shower. Little spring summer thunderstorm sort of thing that just blew through, so nothing terrible there. But yeah, we are on course now for some good baleage. Hopefully we get some spare ones left over at the end. We usually get a couple, so I'm not going to complain too hard about that either way. Let's see, get that one done. Lovely. Shut that back down again. One day, no doubt, we'll be able to upgrade this to a better baler. A more, well, not better necessarily, but more modern baler that we might use with one of the bigger tractors. That'd be not necessarily a bad thing. There are some fairly good balers out there for not too terribly much money. Obviously, that's future investments once we've got everything settled and going here. But that is 3 bales, well technically 2.5 because we had half a bale in there already. But I'm guessing we are going to have, how many do I think we're going to have? That's the 4th one. We haven't really done much. So yeah, we're probably going to get another 3 or 4 bales out of this, so we're looking at potentially 8, give or take an extra 1 or 2. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be about 7 or 8. So I shall carry on doing this, and we'll come back and go for this one. Should have done that. I got all excited at the turning circle on the little tractor and forgot I was doing it like this. But yeah, I'll get this done and wrapped and on the back of the trailer, because I think we're running this over to probably Derek's sell point. That's usually where it goes. This one, oh no, this one's going to the agricultural fair. Okay, no problem. So we'll get that done. And yeah, we'll come back once it's all wrapped, and we're probably on the way over there to sell it. That way you can see how much we get, how much is left over, and where we stand. Come on, close please. And where we are standing with the contracts and stuff. Because depending on how it goes, we may be harvesting our field after this, or we might actually be postponing that if the moisture's still a bit high. Because it does say we've got rain coming in again, but it's not going to be for a few hours. So we can potentially get a little bit of harvesting in, maybe. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'll get this all finished and see you on the way to the agricultural fair once we've got all our little grass blobs wrapped and turned into delicious silage marshmallows. Alright, we are back and heading steadfastly towards the agricultural fair to drop off these bales. As you can see, the eagle-eyed among you may notice we've got a different trailer. Yes, I had a bit of an issue with the other one because it doesn't seem to have straps on it. In its configuration that it is, it only seems to be good for securing vehicles automatically. So when I had the bales on it and drove down the road just a tiny bit, they all decided to come flying off. So yeah, I had to run back down to the farm, switch out trailers and all that fun stuff. So we are just going to come down here and very slowly creep our way into the thing and see what's going to happen. I'm not sure if it's going to take them directly while they're strapped. No, it doesn't seem it will, so we'll back up just a bit. Because, I mean, we are going to just sell everything anyway, and the two on top are silage bales, but I accidentally unwrapped them because too many controls and not enough fingers. But they should start selling themselves off fairly quickly, or... Oh no, I think this was the problem we had last time, wasn't it? Okay, let me get my thing of grease out of the way for a second. Plonk that up there for a moment. And we are going to do the old backwards and then forwards. See if we can't roll a couple off. That almost worked. Perhaps not quite. Oh, there goes one. Lovely. Oh, 25%. That's not bad. Okay. Let's see if we can't... Oh, now they've got themselves into a bit of a pickle, haven't they? Okay, now I should be able to push some of these off, so I'm getting close. Oh, that's going to do it that way, so let's roll that off. There we go. Will this one go? Oh, lovely, we got that one off. Smashing 75%. See about that one. That's going to complete the contract. And we got a little bit extra, so now we just have to see if we can't get that one to flop over. Oh no, other way. Ah, fallen off. Roll, pesky thing. There we go. That'll sell. Get some of that. Ah, that works too, I suppose. We'll just rotate it till it falls off. Pull that one with us. Come on. There we go. So we got a little bit of extra money from that. That's good. Yeah, I forgot this trailer has that issue. We're finding all kinds of fun and exciting issues today, aren't we? So, oh, forwards, forwards, forwards please. There we go. Yes, so what are we going to do now? I think what we're going to do now is head back and harvest our own field. Because, well, let's cash out that contract first. There we go, get that one done. And let's see what the price of that field is now. Because if we can buy it, I'm very tempted to get it. Oh, wow. We could do that right now. We've got some strawberries we could sell. What's the price on strawberries? Let's have a quick look. Just as a means to get us out from being completely flummoxed on money. There we go. They're not doing anything special at the minute. Doesn't look like. But I mean, we've probably got 3 or 4 things, so we could maybe get ourselves $1,000. Because I'm trying to argue with myself about the time of everything, because we are quite short on time now to do the contract and buy that field and harvest now. Well, I'll tell you what, no, we're going to go over there and do that. We're going to get that contract finished, buy that field, and then do the harvesting. So yes, maybe this is going to turn into an episode of field purchasing and contract doing again. Now what I am going to do, I decided we're going to swing by the shop on the way back and rent a tedder for a couple of €100 because I want to try something different, and also it's just going to make it a lot quicker and easier to do that contract right now, because we need a tedder. The Fortrit has a windrower on it, so that's not a problem. But the tedder I'm going to rent is, where is it now? This Bertinger. It's 4 points. I mean, we don't actually need one that wide because it does. Yeah, I'm basically just thinking of something I can take down on the front of this and then flip over, because we're going to get the forage wagon and do it that way with the old collecting. But yeah, we could actually get away with renting something a bit smaller than that now that I think about it. Here we go. Let's rent this nice little sip. It's only 2.3 meters. Is that going to be too small? Yeah, no, I think what we are going to get something a bit bigger, because that's 4 meters. That one's 4.7. Yeah, we'll get this. Now I'm thinking. My brain's doing its thing again. How big was the mower on the front of that thing? That's 5 meters, so that means the rows are going to be about 5 meters apart. Okay, so if we're going to rent a tedder, then ideally we'd want one that's a bit more than 5 meters. But they're starting to get a bit spendy, aren't they? It's only 500 to rent that, and that would help get the contract done a bit quicker. Because that's, yeah, if that's 5, then we can do 2 rows together. Because if the mower's 5, then there'll be a 5 meter gap between the things. Is there anything down this end that was a little cheaper than that? Oh yeah, okay. I think what we're going to do is, yeah, these are all a bit smaller. Yeah, we are going to rent this one, this Bertinger. Instead of that Bertinger, we're going to get this one, which is 6.9 wide. We're not going to change anything on it. We're going to rent it for 428. Okay. That is there. Which way round is it? Okay, lovely. So yeah, we are going to plonk this on here. Now this isn't how we're going to actually use it when we get to the field, because I'm pretty sure it won't work backwards. But yeah, we are going to at least, yeah, we can see to drive with it, so that's fine. So yeah, we'll get this down to the farm, grab the old forage wagon, and head over and do that other contract. Because the quicker we can get that done, the quicker we can buy that field and have ourselves a whole new piece of land to work with. And that is just over the back there. I don't actually know if it's got anything in it. It should be that field just over there. Yeah. Okay, we're not actually going to drive down there, but what I will do is just pull up here for a second. We can let that trailer off there. I have to put the sides back on that and make it a proper trailer later. But this... oh! Is there something wrong with this rye? It's got rye in it. Oh, monster. Yeah, we're going to do that. That's perfect, that is. Because if we get this field with rye in it, even in its low... that's why he's selling it. The expected yield is very low from it. It's only 64% of the 100% it could be. So, yeah, okay. That changes everything. In a good way. Let's check the growth. Yeah, so that's due up next month as well. But low yield. Okay. Oh, lovely. Right. Well, I'm going to grab the tractor, attach it to the forage wagon, and see you over at field 156 in just a minute. Alright, we are just here now at the field. So I'm going to pull in down here behind the fortret. Try not to run over any of that crop that's there. Lovely. So let's open up our little foragey wagon. We'll just turn the engine off for now. But yes, we're going to mow this grass field. Anthony was very kind to loan us this. Where's the door? There it is. I'd forgotten already where the door was. But yeah, so that's that. I had completely forgotten about all that. That we could potentially get a crop out of that field. It literally had just slipped my mind. So yeah, we are going to mow this like the clappers. And now we've got the windrower attachment for this. He did send it over with that, so that's good. So that basically means we can TED it to our heart's content, and then just windrow it back up with this, and then scoop it up with our forage wagon, and deliver it to, I think it's the direct sell point we're going with this one. So that's exciting. And with any luck, that big TED up will mean we can TED 2 rows together at a time. So I'll probably do 2 headlands, I'm thinking. But now I'm super excited for that field. I could do a cheeky one, and if we buy it in time, throw some fertiliser at it, because it's still technically growing, and we might get away with that. But I'm not going to do that, because that would be a very suspicious move. And kind of gaming the system a bit. Tempting though it is. And perhaps if I was just playing offline and not actually recording this, I might do that myself. But for the sake of this series, I'm not going to. And if I did, I would tell you all about it. But yeah, we're going to get that, because that actually means we can feed that rye to our chickens. And save the barley and wheat and everything that we get as much as possible for the immediate future to make some pig food with, because we got that spot of corn, so we can do pig food and corn, or corn-based pig food rather, using barley, wheat and corn, and that will make for a wonderful and perhaps slightly quicker than planned foray into pigs. And of course we've got the other bit of corn that's actually growing as well. So we're going to have to look at how we're going to be planting things for next season. Because we're going to have 3 fields, basically. So we might have to do a rotation of corn, wheat and barley. Depends on how much we get. Depends on how much other stuff there is going on. Because we could also technically... since we've got potatoes, we could maybe throw in a bit of potato field, get some more potatoes dug up, or maybe could just get them out of a contract, and then throw in some canola or soybean or sunflower even into the one of the other fields, which would get us the protein. Yeah, the protein base for the pig food, which means we could then use that and just throw it in as component parts into the pig facility itself, rather than trying to make pig food all the time. I guess the thing is, we'll have a look at it. I might do a little bit of calculating off camera, and we'll figure out exactly what we're going to do with that, probably next episode, I think. But for now, I'm going to toddle around the field doing this, and it is just mowing, glorious though it is, and it's wonderfully squeaky fork trip, whatever the number was, E number harvester. I think it's an E number. Does it say on it anywhere? Oh, there it is. It's an E303. Should know that. But yeah, lovely bit of kit this. So yeah, I'm going to poodle around doing this and miss little bits here and there, but that'll be fine. And we'll come back while we're tedding it so you can see that tedder in action. So I'm hoping that is going to speed things up a little bit now, just for this job, because we mainly want to get this job done as quick as we can, and a little bit for a little bit of money spent on the tedder to vastly increase or vastly decrease the time it takes to do it, I think is money well spent in this case, because the profit that we get from this is more than enough to keep us going for a month or two at least, without having to do any more contracts, I think. So yeah, so I'm going to get this finished. I'm going to stop rabbiting on. We'll get this finished and come back when we are tedding. Okay, we are back, and as you can see, something different is occurring here. We have a new device on the front, and a suddenly very full wagon of stuff. Yes, so I'm going to detach the hoses and drop that off there for a second. Now, what we've got here, as you may have just seen briefly, is a Samaj Twist 600 front windrower jobby, because it turned out that the fork trip didn't have a windrower on it, it had a tedder on it. I was misinformed slightly, somewhat mistaken, and generally a bit wrong. So what I did was I took the thing that we rented, what do you call that thing? A tedder, yes. I took the tedder back that we'd rented, and because we basically didn't use it, we brought it down to the field and then brought it straight back. The guys at the shop refunded us €400. I want to say it cost like $428 to do it, so that was kind of like they gave us back the majority of it, and so I decided to rent that front windrower to save time a little bit and try and recover some of the lost time we have from this particularly choppy episode of epic fails and things that didn't go quite according to plan. But it has helped, and as you can see, or you could see there, we got the whole field tedded with the fork trip. I did that off camera once I realised my blunder. Yeah, went ahead and got that tedded and then got the windrower sorted out. So we've got a nice field of hay to pick up and deposit in the old thing over here. And looking at how much of that is coming out, I'm almost thinking we should have bought the baler, because we're getting another 13. Yeah, we've already got a full trailer of this stuff, and we've barely even gone halfway around the headland. So yeah, I don't know. And how many bales could we get if we did do bales? They're likely going to be at least 3,500. 3,500. Yeah, 3,500 litres at least. And this would account for what, 4 bales? So yeah, I think what I'm actually going to do is we'll drop this off first, then I'll grab the baler, go back out and load it all onto bale it all up, and then we'll get the other little tractor over there again, the little T25, and load them all onto our bale trailer, because I didn't convert it back yet. So we'll do that, and then we'll hopefully finally get it done. Now I'm just going to double check I'm in the right place, because the last thing I want to do is go and sell some of poor Anthony's hay in the wrong sell point. Yep, direct sell point, that is here. They are, as always, dealing with lots of bales. So let's offload this. Good, we're not receiving any money for it. And that 13,000 litres has got us 13% transported and 10% done on the contract. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to fold this back down again and drive back to the farm, pick up the baler, and then head back out to the field so we can windrow and bale. So yeah, this wasn't ideal. I wasn't expecting quite that much hay. I suppose I really should have known, but in order to save us on a little bit of the back and forth, I figure we'll do it this way instead. Get the baler out there, and it's still going to be a fair bit of back and forth, but I think this is going to be easier than doing 15 loads with this thing, because you saw how little we actually did. We got I think that was sunflower they planted there, but yeah, so as little as we actually got out of it, or as little as we picked up distance wise off of that field, it already filled up 13,000 litres of this. So yeah, we would be going, oh, watch out for the deers and the car. Yeah, cool, that was close. So yeah, I'm going to pick the baler up, and I'll see you back there while we are doing some baling, so we can hopefully figure out how the rest of this all is going to go. And I think next episode is when we'll do the harvesting. So yes, today is a grass working episode apparently. Who knew? Oh, and our bag of lime seems to have fallen over. I might have clipped that at some point. Oh, and we got some bales on the wonk in there as well. Oh dear. Yeah, we need to get some pigs in a hurry so I can start shoving them in the thing. In fact, did I do that already? Let me run through here and check. Do they have any straw in here? No, just water. Let me just run face first into the back of that thing. Okay, I sort of stood it back up. Yeah, let me see if I can just plonk this in there. Will you accept it? You did. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's something that we know we can do at some point then, to get them out of the way if they start misbehaving like that some more. But yeah, obviously I'm not going to take the little baler with us, because that would be a bit of an epic faux pas and a lot of work. Yeah, God, can you imagine how many bales of hay we'd get using that thing? Crikey, that would be a lot. Now if it was one that had the little express chute thing that launches them out into a trailer, that might be interesting. This doesn't have a hitch or anything on it, does it? No, it doesn't look like it does. It looks like it needs a wash, but now sometimes they have hitches on the back of them, but this one does not. So yeah, I'll have to bring the trailer over. I could do that with the tractor though. Grab the trailer and bring that over, and yeah, start doing it like that. That should be fine. Okay, we are back doing some baling, and I'm glad I switched to the baler, because yes, we're just about to pop out our 11th bale, and it's the 11th bale at 4,500 litres. So that's almost 50,000 litres of hay already, which would have been something like 3 or 4 trips. at least down to that direct sell point, back and forth and whatnot. So yeah, I'm kind of glad we're doing it this way. It's still probably going to be 2 or 3 trips with that bale trailer fully loaded, especially since I mean, you can see how quick it's kicking them out already still. But yeah, we might even have to invest in a second bale trailer. I don't know, the other one we've got doesn't have that as an option, annoyingly. It's just a grain cart or grain trailer. I don't think it has an option for bale trailer mode or straps within it. You know, if it at least had straps in it, we could throw some bales in, but it does not seem to, so far as I'm aware. And I'm pretty sure even if we bought our little what's it over, it might not be able to work with the whole entire trailer. The little tiger car, I don't think that could take like 4 bales on its back plus a trailer of about 10 bales. So yeah, no, I think we're going to have a few trips with most likely this tractor and that little bale wagon loaded up to its eyeballs with delicious hay bales. So yeah, as you can see, we've got quite a lot. I think that was what, 13th? 14th possibly? It's going by quite quickly. We are picking them up like nobody's business. Yeah, I'm going to swing around there and then back up slightly. The pickup on the baler is just a little bit not quite perfect. Yeah, we are missing a few little edge bits. There's a couple of spots here and there. We'll probably go around at the end and clean some of that up. It depends really on how much of the contract. I mean, to be honest, we probably won't need to. As many bales as we're getting off this. That first load put in basically 10% of the contract for 13,000. So judging by that, like 10% actually completed, it went from 20 to 30. So if we calculate another 7 loads at 13,000 a piece, that's about 100,000 litres. At a quick rough guess, probably about 101,000, give or take. So at least 2 full, massively full trailers of bales might be enough to do it. So I don't think we're going to need to worry about those little bits here and there. You know, we'll keep an eye on it though and see how it goes. But yeah, this is going to be. I think it is definitely better this way than trying to run back and forth with that other thing though. Yeah. So yeah, so I shall carry on doing this. This is a lot of up and down and back and forth and stopping and unloading the baler. So yeah, a lot of work. But yeah, the rental price for this thing I forgot to say. While we're unloading this bale, I shall show you exactly what it cost. So in the old thing here, not this one, windrowers, it's all the way along the end. There it is, the Samaj Twist 600. To rent it was $7.95, so it's about 300 and change, 350 odd more than the other one we'd leased, but luckily the shop was kind enough to at least refund us 400 of that, what we paid. So I think overall it was an unfortunate use of money, but I think it worked in the long run. Oh, we're going to have fun trying to get around that pole, aren't we? I think I'll leave that one for off camera. Or possibly the last row of the thing. Maybe if we come back up that way and just, yeah. because I'm sure we're not going to need to get everything perfectly around that pole. It's a power pole, maybe power and telephone. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to continue on with this. The stop-start beeping menagerie of bale making sounds. And we'll come back once we are probably loading them on, I guess. Yeah, maybe loading them. Maybe once we've baled, everything's baled, I've got a trailer load and I'm headed down to the sell point. That's when I come back. So I've got a fair idea of where we stand, so I can at least talk you through that. Because this is, to watch, I would imagine this is quite a tedious process, and there's only so much I can talk about for that massive amount of time while I'm doing it. So yeah, I shall continue on with this, and we'll come back a little bit further along in the process. And in fact, yes, that is exactly what we're going to do. So I shall see you all momentarily from your perspective, and sometime later from mine. And so here we are. It's late in the evening, coming up 9 o'clock. We're looking at our lovely sheep in this little pasture up here, and you're all probably wondering, what happened to the baling you were doing, Feldin? Where's all that work that was going on? What's happened? Well, the good news is it's got done. In fact, I don't even think I cashed the contract out yet. But for some reason, and I swear I actually did record it, but for some reason it didn't record anything for the last couple of hours of gameplay that I'd done. Well, not couple of in-game hours, I guess, from where we'd finished doing the windrowing, baling stuff. It completely cut out all the part where I was loading up the trailer and taking a trailer down to Darek's sell point over there, and I also did a little bit of stuff moving some. Oh, let's get these strawberries off as well. I did some stuff moving. What are they called? Oh, the bales. Yeah. Yeah, what we ended up with was how many bales was it now? It was something like 16. There was a load of 16 and a load of 20, so 36 bales was what we ended up with, basically. And oh crumbs, there's a lot of strawberries in here. Yeah, we ended up with something like 36 bales, because I took a load of 16. Was it? No, there was 14. It was 34 bales, I'm sorry. It was 2 loads of 14 plus 6. I remember that because it was 4. Where's my trailer gone? I think it's over here. I'll come back to the strawberries in a second. Yeah, I had 4 on the bottom, 3 on the top per side. So yeah, that's 14. Yeah, so I did 1 load of 14, and it got us like 2/3 of the way through the contract, and then I did another load of 14, because I actually, this is all the stuff I was talking about, I was doing it. I miscalculated how many bales they were, because it was getting dark, and I actually didn't see that there were something in the order of, I think I'd counted, I thought there was 16, so I was going to take 10 over, and it turned out there were actually 20. So what I did was I took another full load of 14 over, and the other 6 bales we put in the storage facility that you may or may not remember from a good few episodes ago, where we put one. There was one built. Oops, I don't know what happened there. There was one built over by the what is it? The silage sell point and the animal dealer, the root crop sell point, over in that area on the southwest sort of side of the map. Pop some straps on, just those 2. Yeah, they. I did a little clip of me doing, taking a stack of 3 bales over there and plonking them in there, and then I went and took the other stack over off camera, But yeah, so let's check the contract. Yeah, see, I hadn't even cashed the contract in. That's hilarious. But yeah, for some reason, even though I was pressing the button and it said it's recording, just like it says it's recording now, cash that in, it didn't record it. I don't know what happened. Everything else had recorded just fine up to that point, but it decided not to. So I am flummoxed. I was as flummoxed and confused, and my ghast is even flabbered. Yeah, but it is rather annoying because there was a lot of work that went on into that field. I'd done the trailers up quite nicely with the bales on them. I was quite pleased with myself all in all. But for whatever reason, it didn't record it, and I'm terribly sorry. But the upshot is, what we did do was we purchased field 50 after I'd completed that contract and sold. I think we ended up selling about 4 or 5 bales, something like that. We had enough money to actually purchase the field and then have some left over. So yeah, the current value on that, I think we paid a bit less than that for it. So yeah, obviously if we were to sell it again, we'd make a bit of money, but yeah. No, we bought it, I think it was for about 32 grand, something like that. 32, 34, something along those lines. But it was a really good deal, and we'd gone and checked it, and it had the rye in it, so we'll be getting on to harvesting all that lovely stuff along with our barley over here that's sitting nicely, just being ready to harvest and not causing us any problems. So yeah, and then we've got these strawberries, which I'll check the price quick because we might have a late strawberry sale to end the video, since I managed to make rude words about the rest of it. There's nothing particularly going on at the moment. Yeah, they're fairly low. We might hang on to them a little bit. Sometimes the one of those shop things up the end there has a special order on strawberries, so we could take some up then. But yeah, not too worried. We've got 15, got 3,000 litres of strawberries on there. That if we went up and sold them right now, that would be wait, 251's the best price, so that would be 3,000 litres, 3 times that. Yeah, it wouldn't be a whole huge amount, so yeah, we'll hold off for a bit, not too fast. But yeah, so apologies for losing the recordings. Not quite sure what that was about, but this is where we sit now. Turn my little flashlight off and look into the sky, and yeah, we shall bid you all farewell. So I do hope you enjoyed the other portion of the video that it did record. And if you did, do please hit the like button, and give the old subscribe button a smash too if you haven't already subscribed. And comments are always welcomed, and if you'd like to share this video, that would be greatly appreciated. And with that, I shall turn around and look at the moon. No, I'm not going to look at the moon. Yeah, we'll stay looking at the tractors and the thing. I think that's a nice evening view. That yeah. So I shall bid you all farewell. Cheerio, everyone.